it's time to talk tech, thanks to our partners Noel Leeming. Teachers and students are increasingly embracing AI tools in the classroom, so to help with tasks like grading, creating personalised lesson plans, that kind of stuff. But it's not without its challenges. Sam Gibson is Education Sector Lead at Noel Leeming and is at the desk. Sam, good morning.
Good morning, Ryan.
So what exactly, when we say embracing AI, how are they doing that?
Yeah, at the moment teachers are really working to understand it first of all, but once they do, then it's about how do they make their lives a little bit more efficient and streamline admin tasks, and I think that's where we're at the moment. And then you've got your early adopters that are also really starting to embed it in the classroom to enhance student learning, and that's the ultimate goal really.
What about, there's been some talk about grading, that side of the equation. Are we anywhere near that being ready or plausible?
Well, I think the ministry's outlined that they're keen to use it for grading, but a few watch-outs there. I think we don't want to just have students doing AI written essays and then teachers having AI to do the marking. So that's one of the big watch-outs really. It's about how can we use AI to enhance the learning process rather than just having all these shortcuts and
replacing it.
Yes, exactly.
So you just need to learn something.
Yeah, so we sort of talk about that substitution, but really how do we redefine what's possible, and that's the key and what we've got to keep front of mind as well.
Sam, what kind of feedback have you had from teachers and principals about your AI initiatives?
Yeah, so we've been doing a lot of workshops, and we'll work with partners such as we've got Bex Rose at AI Surge as well. So we go around the country, and at the moment it's really about kind of demystifying what AI is and then really showing the benefits for teachers and how they can use it really well for their own practice. And then again, ultimately moving into how can we use it to enhance learning for our students. And along that journey as well, keeping in mind all the things to watch out for. So I'd say I'm cautiously optimistic about AI is how I describe myself. So really focusing on the positives, but being aware of the things that can go wrong or where we want to control that narrative and make sure things go in terms of being part of that learning process and not just a means to an end as well.
Is AI the kind of thing that takes on a life and a mind of its own, and we humans are going to have to constantly be playing catch up with it?
Yeah, a little bit, and I think we've got to be really careful with this idea of sort of cognitive atrophy as well. We actually want to use it to help us become smarter and not just getting shortcuts, which is pretty dangerous as well. So bringing it back to the classroom, it's really about how do we bring it in, see the benefits. And for me, one of the number one benefits is the ability to individualise or personalise learning for our students. So how can we meet them at where they're at in a context that they're interested in and help them become more engaged. And I think if we can focus on that and the positives with AI enhancing learning in that way, then we'll be moving in the right direction.
What about a policy? Schools will, if they don't have already, I'm sure will soon have policies on AI. How do you develop it? What do you need to think about?
Yeah, so there's so many things like platforms to use, what's secure, what's safe for our students and our teachers. So you don't want to just be putting information into a large language model and it going out in the wild. So how can we use platforms that we know have enterprise-grade security? So in New Zealand schools, it might be Microsoft schools or Google schools, and the ministry is already paying for those licenses to keep it secure within that domain as well. So making sure that we're focused on the platforms. There's making sure that everyone's thinking critically about the outputs as well, because you can't just trust everything that comes out, so not trusting the output, actually going back with a critical lens and looking at it. And that's from a teacher point of view, but ultimately training our students to make sure they're always looking at things critically as well.
A grain of salt and a healthy dose of scepticism.
Exactly.
Would go a long way. Sam, good to see you. Thanks so much for coming in.
Thank you.
That is Sam Gibson, Noel Leeming Education Sector Lead, and we talk tech thanks to our partners, Noel Leeming.